Today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable baby centerpiece, and you're definitely going to want to watch this video because I've got a special trick to stop the baby's head flopping over. Hi, I'm Melanie from Balloon Artworks and I'm a full-time balloon artist here in the UK. I'm inflating the 11-inch balloons to 8 inches in diameter and I'm using the Qualitex hand pump. So I'm going to count 26 strokes of the hand pump, and this is how I count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's how I do it, and be sure to fully extend the pump, otherwise if you only extend part way you're not going to get the maximum amount of air and you will end up with differently sized balloons. So here we go. Okay, and straight off the hand pump, put a twist into that neck, just press down on the balloon slightly. That's just going to give it a slightly rounder shape. Hold on to the balloon. So I've trapped the neck against the hand pump here, and I'm going to inflate the next one with the same number of strokes of the hand pump. Okay, and take that one off the pump, and be sure to remove the balloon from the hand pump straight away, otherwise you will start to lose air through the body of the pump and the balloons will end up different sizes. Okay, so just cross the necks over one another, wrap the necks around once, twice and tie. Okay, and that's going to give you a nice neat connection, so it's much less bulky than if we were tying the balloons individually and then tying them together, and it's much kinder to your hands because we're saving on knots. Okay, so that's your duplicate. Make another one of these. Okay, take your two duplicates, connect them together at the center and just swap two balloons over like that, and that's just going to secure them together in a quad or a cluster of 4. Inflate the 5-inch balloons to 4 inches. That's about 3 strokes of the Qualitex hand pump. Put a twist in the neck and inflate another one to the same size. Put a twist in that neck, round them off, just flatten them to round them off a little bit, pass the necks over one another and tie. Take your two duplicates, connect them together at the centre and wrap them around. Take hold of one of the necks from the larger balloons. Take your cluster of 4, place it on top of the larger balloons and pull the neck from the cluster of 4 up and figure of 8 around. So just wrap around the 5-inch balloons in a figure of 8 motion and then just let that go. I've got a water weight, so I'm just going to pull into the centre here at the base. So pull that through, pull the neck upwards into the centre, and again wrap around the 5-inch balloons in a figure of 8 motion to connect the weight. And that weight just fits really snugly in that little pocket there, that little space there. I'm going to inflate the baby boy balloon, and again I'm using the Qualitex hand pump to do this. So I'm just looking for the valve, which is at the bottom here, and there is a little silver disc there, and that's where I want to insert the hand pump. So just at the bottom there, and start to inflate. Okay, so you'll see that his tummy is starting to inflate. This balloon is made up of different chambers, so we just want to send some of the air through into the other chambers of the balloon. If we inflate the tummy too much, we might pop the balloon, but once that chamber is opened up, we can just keep sending air through into the head. So you can tell he's fully inflated because his head is now nice and firm. His little ears have got some air in, and when I walk my fingers around the edge of the balloon springs back into place. And we're going to attach the 260 here just to create a connection point to the base. So place the 260 on top of the valve and start to roll the valve up around the 260. Okay, keep going. Okay, until the valve is rolled up, and then at this point pinch this in half. So just fold that in half. Take hold of the ends of the 260 and tie a knot. Just keep pulling the ends. Okay, once you've tied a knot, tie a second knot. Okay, take each end of the 260 and pull them into the base and wrap around the base balloons in a figure of 8 motion. You'll see that the baby's head flops forward, and that's because this balloon was designed to be helium filled. To stop the baby's head rolling forward too much, I'm going to position some U-glue dashes or glue dots just here at the neck. So just in the crease here, and then push the baby's head down onto those U-glue dashes. Okay? So that's how we get the baby's head to sit upright. For the baby pacifier, you're going to need a 260, a 160, or another 260 if you don't have a 160, and a 5-inch balloon. First of all, cut the 160 in half. Take the 260 and just put the tiniest amount of air in. Okay, and then tie the end in a knot. Take the 5-inch round and fully inflate it. Then let a lot of air out. So I want this to fit comfortably in the palm of my hand. So that's probably about 3 inches or so in diameter. And then tie a soft knot, by which I mean don't tie the knot tightly. So tie the knot, and at the point where you pull the knot through, just do it very gently, just do that very gently, okay? And then take hold of that knot and pull it along the neck of the balloon, and that knot will roll towards the nozzle. Take your 260, pinch the tip and tie a knot. Okay, so we've got knots at both ends, and then tie the ends together. Place the 2 nozzles together and push the nozzles into the base of the balloon, and you're aiming for this darker patch here in the balloon. Grasp hold of those knots with your other hand, and when you've got hold of them, you can take your finger out and you can put a twist here. Take hold of that little piece of 160, wrap it around those knots 3 or 4 times, and then take the ends and tie the ends together. And tie a second time. And at this point, you can trim off the excess 160. And I'm using U-glue dashes to connect the pacifier to the baby. And if you'd like the digital instructions of this design, check out the link in the description. I really hope you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to know how to make this fabulous balloon garland arch, I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can also find it here. I'll see you again very soon.